Hi singles, and welcome to your Luna Foretells interactive tarot reading. This is intended to bring you insight as to timing when you're going to meet your next romance, what you're working on emotionally and spiritually during your singlehood, why you're single, and a bit of information about your new romance and the story that you guys will share, okay? Before you are 4 different phases of the moon: new moon, first quarter, full moon, and last quarter. Each one of these different phases holds a different message and different insights. So you need to decide which phase of the moon is speaking to you about your next romance, when that's happening, who it's with, and a little bit of explanation as to why you are single right now, okay? I will start with the new moon. I have left timestamps in the description box below for each phase, so if you need a bit of time, go ahead and pause the video, but for the rest of you, I will start with the new moon phase, and you guys go to your timestamps if that's not the phase that is pulling you. Hello, new moon singles. So, for those of you who felt most attracted to the new moon energy, what that's telling you is there's going to be several options for you over the course of this next year, okay? There's going to be many little options, flings, dates, different people kind of coming in and out. However, one person amongst this plethora of options that will show up is actually going to grow into something stronger and much more significant naturally over the course of this year, okay? And so we're in August, so when I'm doing this, August 2019, so August 2019 to August 2020, or just, you know, whenever you are viewing this, since it's interactive, it's timeless, it's bringing you guidance about your next romance. And for those of you attracted to this new moon, you really are going to have several options, and you might even, you know, have a bit of confusion about who you're supposed to be with. So let's pull some cards to look at your energy and this significant relationship that will be growing for you over this next year. And I feel like you're dating other people, or you both are dating other people. It's like not serious for a while, but it's like something happens and you guys just have this, like, you know, moment or experience of bonding, and that's kind of what sets the pace for, you know, what follows, which is you guys becoming very close and, you know, committed with each other. So let's take a look. All right, so we have a waxing moon energy, momentum. This is one person really wanting to be partnered. That's like their main focus, their main goal in life right now. And, you know, they've been building up to that, making self-improvements, doing different things in their life to open the space for a relationship. Next out is a Capricorn moon energy, a dedication. Now, with this coming out, some of you could be a Capricorn, or who's coming in as your next mate, your significant next partner is going to be Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. Also, Capricorn season could be highlighted, which is, you know, I believe like around the 20th, 23rd of December through January 20th or so. So that time frame could be when you meet this person, or when that, you know, intense moment happens where you guys just really bond very strongly and quickly. So also with this person, with dedication, they are a very loyal soul. This is not somebody who is like super romantic and cutesy. This is more of somebody who is like looking to be on the same team with somebody and be best friends, and like romance is in behind closed doors. I feel like there's intimate moments where they are sweet and romantic, but that's just not like their general character of who they are. They're more of and I don't want to say they're not affectionate either. They're just somebody who is a very responsible, very goal-driven, very private person as well. Quite intelligent, I might add. So let's pull some tarot dice and look at a little bit more of these two energies. And you know, the reason why I feel that this, you guys don't have that intense bonding right away, it's kind of like you know each other for a while and then like this experience or moment happens for you, is because one of you is showing as, you know, the waxing moon energy and the other is showing as the full moon energy. So I feel one of you, even though you both have this desire to be coupled up and committed in a romantic relationship, one of you is far more open and ready for that opposed to the other one, and that's why it takes a little bit of time. Okay, so this waxing momentum is coming through as the Knight of Cups, and over here we have the Two of Swords. And so this could be where it's a water sign or you're a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But what I'm seeing here is this person is very romantic and dreamy and sweet. And over here, no PDA, like that's behind closed doors, that's in private. Like they're just an incredibly private person, and I feel like when it's just the two of you, they are cutesy, they are sweet, they are romantic, but that's such a vulnerable thing for them that it doesn't come out, you know, like out in public or around a lot of people. They're, you know, very professional almost, and you know, that they just want, because I don't feel like they're this cold fish either. I just feel like they're more of like, you know, we do that stuff in private. They're a very private person. Probably not somebody posting their whole life up on social media either, okay? Very private person over here. Over here, it's like more of a free spirit and very romantic and sweet and fun. So it's an interesting kind of like opposites attract type of energy as well. So let's pull a couple of tarot cards here to gain more insight about readiness or lack thereof in this relationship when it first starts coming together. It's just like within a year of like dating or knowing each other, or over the course of that year, you guys just have this moment, and it's like it makes you guys serious, whereas before it wasn't as deep and serious, you know, even if there was emotions involved. All right, so we have Ace of Wands over here with this you know, dreamy, romantic, also incredibly passionate, full of life. It's such a free spirit right here. And oh yeah, look at that. Eight of Wands follows this Ace of Wands. This is somebody who is so much fun. Oh my gosh. And again, you could be this person or you could be this person, all right? You've got to decide. This is general, which side is speaking more to your personality. Over here, this person is like a lot of fun, full of life, very spontaneous, free spirit. Their energy is so different than over here. Let's take a look. Oh, see, there's that sweetness in them, but it's like behind closed doors, that they're very private. And Queen of Coins, wow. So Capricorn is earth energy. Queen of Coins would be earth energy. So very strong Capricorn coming through, as well as this water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, also with Queen of Coins could involve a Taurus or a Virgo, but I would say Capricorn energy and Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, very, very strong coming through. And we do have this Wands with the Sagittarius symbol, so potentially a Sagittarius as well. Okay, this over here, romantic, fun, full of life, could be a creative, a very artistic person. Over here, practical, down to earth, you know, they are such different energies. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just like, wow. It definitely an opposites attract type of situation, and I feel this person brings this person joy and happiness in a way that nobody else does. There's just something about their energy that penetrates their wall and breaks them down and gets to their inner child, that innocence, that place of vulnerability and emotion that they guard very strongly against the world. And this person breaks down those walls, breaks down those barriers, and I feel like the two of you really balance each other out once you guys have that moment where it just like you're bonded now, okay? So very lovely. Let's see how this comes together. How do you guys meet? All right. Oh, so we've got a new romance. This is somebody new to you, okay? Not a reconciliation. Ooh, and the one. Look at that never-ending love story. Once you guys have that moment, it's like you're bonded for life, like some penguins. And look at this, blinded. Interesting. You know what? You want to know what? Now that, you know, we have this Two of Swords, which is about blockage, blinding, denial, privacy. Here we have blinded. Do you want to know what I'm picking up with that? I really feel that this person is somebody who maybe has never been truly in love, never felt the magic of life, until they align with this person right here, and they're blinded by their love to this person once that moment takes place and happens, however that is. And after that never-ending love story, this is like meant to go with you for the rest of your days, okay? This is a very serious, significant relationship, but it's somebody new that you haven't met yet, or you have just met them and we're not committed yet, okay? And again, for the new moon, you're going to be meeting several people throughout the year, okay? Really strongly emphasized on this side for sure that this person is getting a lot of attention and offers and opportunities, but it's something about this opposite where it's like, no, that's where it's at. And like friends, family could be like, why? And this person would be like, I don't know. It's our chemistry. It's our connection. Like, that's who I want, you know? And so, again, I do feel like there's a period of like dating where it's not, you know, committed and serious, but you guys just share a moment and boom, it's like bonded. So, let's pull some more cards here and, take a look at how this unfolds, like this, you know, this love story. And you know, with new romance, the way you meet and blinded with that, this could be where you're kind of set up on a blind date as well, okay? Just because we have the Two of Swords and then blinded, you could be meeting this person through a blind date. Or maybe at the celebration of somebody's wedding or anniversary party. Yeah, I don't feel like this is really somebody you meet on the internet or just randomly like out at the bar. I really feel like the meeting of this person is connected to other people you know somehow, okay? All right, so we have contracts fulfilled. This is card 11. So you guys are coming together because the karmic energies and contracts you were meant to complete before you come together into this connection is like, it's finite. Like, it's been done. That's why you guys are just like game on once that moment happens. And look at that Ace of Twin Flames. That is magic, passion, and love between two people who just crave each other and have a magnetic connection, like what we all want to have. And look at this Seven of Heart energy, dreaming, fantasizing, infatuation. Next out is Nine of Karmic energy. And lastly, we have Action of Twin Flames. Okay, so this explains a lot, actually. One person in this connection is kind of like initially gets with the other for false reasons, for material, for attractiveness, maybe because there is so much chemistry and passion flowing. Okay, like I feel like that's the original connection. However, once this like is starting to get established and the moment has been shared between the two people, you know, whoever was kind of a bit more flaky player, non-committing, actually begins to really change and says, oh my God, I'm never going to meet anybody else like you again, ever, ever, ever. Okay. And so it's like, maybe one is kind of a playboy or playgirl, and that's, you know, why it doesn't solidify right away, but you know, you're spending time and something happens and you guys just bond, and that's that. And it's like, you know, from then forward, it's the two of you, and that's all that matters. And for like the rest of your days, never ending love story. And there is so much chemistry happening here. So let's pull a few cards to look at, you know, this person, the person that you're meeting, this new romance, your next romance, because again, I feel that there's other people than just this person in your life initially, okay? So let's get some more details about this person specifically to help you identify. Other than, I don't know how you could miss the chemistry between the two of you, but, you know, sometimes. Okay, so we have Eight of Cups. We have a Page of Wands. King of Cups. And Two of Coins. Okay, so this pairing of cards, yeah, the Eight of Cups, that to me is like with the Page of Wands, where again, you guys, it's more of a connection of physical attraction, chemistry, and connection, and it's like kind of back and forth. Like it's not this big serious thing, even though you guys always have a really good time. And then something happens, and it's, I don't know if you guys are on a date or one of you, there's like some sort of, you know, scary thing or sad thing that happens in your life, and the other one is just kind of there, and it's like through that experience you guys really intensely bond. But it's like, here it's kind of flaky, you know, just showing as the energy of a page, the wands of all things, which is very sexual, a lot about physicality and the chemistry between two people. Well, this page transitions into this King of Cups, which is somebody who is emotionally full-grown, mature, and all in, okay? And it comes after making this choice, okay? Like, do I continue down this, you know, free lifestyle, or do I commit myself to this? And I feel like the choice is made to commit to this just because of what you guys have shared and the, you know, crazy chemistry. And I think initially also just because you guys are so different from each other, that's why one person kind of holds back. But again, as you guys, you know, grow with each other, you really balance each other out. Okay, so let's pull a message from your passed on loved ones to give you some more insight and advice about this relationship coming in. And you know, as far as their temperament goes, they can kind of be a bit immature at times. Like, I want what I want, You know, but man, when they're in, they're in. There's no getting rid of them. Okay, this is somebody who, once they make a decision, they follow it through all the way to the end. They're not somebody who gives up, throws in the towel, or walks away when things get tough. All right, it's like they're going to be in it for the long haul. But there is this element about them that can be, you know, immature, kind of throwing a tantrum that can be hard to deal with at times. Just gonna put that out there. But all in all, they look like a pretty stable, successful, educated person, you know, that's made a place for themselves in this life. And, you know, in their head, it's like, if I click and connect with the right person, I will be in. I will commit to that. So let's see what your passed on loved ones have to add about this. All right. Find a way to bring harmony back into your life. Take the first step. Okay, so some of you, this might be where, you know, you've got to take the offer for that blind date. You've got to go out to some sort of event that's attached to friends or family to meet this person, okay? Look at all the imagery on this card as well, because this is from your passed on loved ones, so they may bring you further sign and synchronicity surrounding this person and meeting them with the images like stairs and these red flowers. I don't know what kind of red flowers they are. Even maybe you see a staircase with flower pots on that, okay? But your passed down loved ones are like, don't hold back, you know, and if you meet this person and you're feeling them, get their number, give them your number. It's like, when you're feeling that vibe, don't hold back whatsoever. And also put yourself out there, being invited to some event, or if somebody's trying to set you up on a blind date. All right. Next out, we are going to pull a message from your spirit guides about this connection and new romance and what they have to offer and add about this. Okay, you are never alone. They are always with you. They are rooting for you. And, you know, I know even if you have all the intention in the world, if you don't really resonate or connect with somebody on an emotional level, it can be really hard, difficult, and you can feel very alone, like you don't really have any options. And so your spirit guides are letting you know that over the course of this next year, there is going to be a lot of activity and somebody very, very special that you have the potential to have a whole life journey with, okay? And I've kind of explained how it's all going to unfold so that you will understand as you're living it, all right? So for those of you that were attracted to the new moon, this is what Luna foretells when you will, you know, meet your next romance, how, and their personality traits, all right? So those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care. Hello, my first quarter moon singles. So for those of you that were drawn to the second option, the first quarter moon energy, what this is about is, you know, healing, karmic balancing, and evolving, okay? So you guys are either single, or it's like everybody you meet is just a dud, like a repeating lesson, that type of thing, okay? So with first quarter moon, it's like you are working on reshaping yourself and your energy, whether you're consciously aware of it or not, because you are being prepared to align to a romance, okay? And with this, you know, first quarter moon energy, you're looking at the meeting of this person or potential reconciling with this person. We'll see if it's a new romance or somebody you already know coming through. Within 6 months from when you view this reading, okay? But the reason why you're single right now and you're not really connecting with anybody the way that you choose or hope for, is because this is a time of, you know, a solo journey, of evolving, of, you know, healing any residual old wounds, emotional baggage, really reviewing the past and your relationships and how you have grown and changed and what you really want out of romance and who you really are. Okay, so first quarter moon energy is like the preparation for the union with your next romance, all right? Which will come to you, you know, within 6 months. So it could be a month, 2 month, 3 month, 5 months, 6 months from when you view this video, okay? So let's pull a couple of cards here to look at your energy and this person that you are getting shaped for to align with romantically. All right, so on one side, look at that, first quarter moon energy, progress, yeah. This could be you or the person you're going to meet. They could also be in the same type of life experience right now where it's like they just can't really meet the right person, and it's because they're being evolved and shaped for the union with you, okay? And next out, we have a solar eclipse, moon energy, big changes. Okay, yeah. With these two cards, I would say you guys are on equal grounds with what you're working on spiritually and internally. You both are, you know, really improving. One of you more than the other with that solar eclipse energy. It's like the one with the solar eclipse energy, this is somebody who has like this huge awakening and shift within their consciousness, okay? Man, a lot, like who they were like, you know, a year ago is not who they are when you meet them. I mean, if that's who you're meeting, or if this is your energy, that would be true for you. Like who you were a year ago is not who you are when you align with this person. But first quarter moon energy coming out is really strong, that you both are working on some soul evolution before spirit aligns the two of you, so you are a much better fit and more aligned with each other, okay? So let's pull a tarot dice for each of you to get a little more insight. Oh, nice. We got the Ace of Wands. And we have the Lovers. Okay, so this side I kind of feel was like a player, or just not emotionally grown and mature enough to be in a serious committed relationship. And now where they're at in their life is they're going through a lot of changes, a lot of karmic balancing in preparation, because it's time for the soul evolution. It's time for them to become aware of a dormant part of themselves, which in that space they're more interested in true intimacy and connection, and relationships and union take on a whole new meaning for them through their solo journey process, okay? Over here, yeah, this is somebody I feel with this first quarter moon energy. This side, it's like this person has more healing to do rather than like the evolution of changing their ways. This is more of like somebody who really got burned in a relationship and they needed a lot of healing and time on their own to heal those wounds and to shed that emotional baggage to be the proper fit, okay, for this union. And with the Wands and the Lovers there, some of you, this could involve a Gemini, or you could be a Gemini. Ace of Wands, that's fire energy, likely an Aries, but could also be a Leo or Sagittarius, okay? So let's pull some cards to, you know, gain some more insight about both of your energies. All right, we have Judgment, and and that's karmic balance right there. And I said first quarter moon energy is all about that karmic balance, the healing, the evolving. Ooh, and now look at this, Ace of Swords. Yes, karma clean on this side, ready to go. You know, it's just the healing, okay? Over here, nice, look at that. We've got the Star coming out, and we have the Six of Wands. All right, with these two cards, could be an Aquarius, could be a Leo as well coming into this reading. So listen, these energies are beautiful. Spirit is really working on this person, okay? I just feel they had to mature big time emotionally. Just kind of a in and out type of person, not super committed, just wasn't ready for a solid committed relationship. They weren't ready, and there's nothing wrong with that. And it's like the Spirit is preparing them, you know, to meet this person right here. So again, this could be you. This could be you on this side. Yeah, I really feel this person, you know, in their past relationships got incredibly burned, cut down to their core. And with two aces coming out, a lot of healing had to take place for this person to rebalance their energy and, you know, have them so they can be open to love and connection and union just because of what they went through. But both sides, it's like the karmic energies romantically are very balanced and clean for both of you when you come together. Okay, so let's take a look at, you know, how you guys meet, how you guys are coming to, wow, okay, how you guys are coming together. We got 5 cards here. So we have compromise, we have love songs, we have separated, reigniting connection. Okay, so for you guys, this looks like this is somebody you already know. Last card that jumped out is actually the power couple, and it's like that is who you guys are meant to be after this you know, separation and evolution of both of you. Healing over here, and, you know, big time emotional maturity happening over on this side of the reading. So based on this, this is somebody that you have either been in a relationship before, and you guys are currently separated and will reunite, reigniting connection within 6 months of watching this reading. For others of you, this could be somebody that like you've known before in the past, okay, and you run into them at like maybe a concert, or they comment on one of your posts on social media, or you comment on theirs. This could have just been like a friend, a misconnection, an old flame, an old fling, you know. So for those of you who chose the first quarter moon, the strongest thing that's coming through is this is somebody you already know. Like that's your next romance coming in, is somebody that you already know. And with compromise there, it's like in order for this to come back together, like you guys have to reach some, you know, common ground. And I feel this side really needed to grow up quite a bit, and over here has to heal to be able to come back together and trust and not hold this person on trial and punishment for years based on what's happened in the past. Okay, so healing and evolution is what's taking place, and you know, there's progress and big changes are happening, and this relationship, you know, will come back together within 6 months. And again, this could be somebody who was serious with you in the past, or just something not as serious, but this is somebody that you know. Okay, so let me see here. Let's pull some cards to take a look at, you know, the storyline of the two of you. And man, it's like power couple. Like when you guys come back together with power couple, I feel like you get married, or you both are just very equally aligned in energy and have the same intention, you know, for this relationship and connection. Whereas in the past, that was not the case whatsoever. Okay, so let's see the storyline of this returning love of the past, reigniting connection. All right, two of ego energy. Yep. Somebody this side played games, played with the heart. Emotionally immature, not ready. And damn, now action of twin flames. This is somebody who is really getting it together, really getting it together. There was a karmic, imagine that, feminine of karmic energy. There was karmic interference within this connection, and it had to be addressed, and that's why you guys are showing us clean slates coming back together, because there was karmic involvement, interference, okay? But it had to be dealt with. Next out is message of twin flames, which is no matter how far we may venture from each other, both of you, it's where my soul only has eyes for you and my heart is only able and capable of loving you. You both come to that you know, decision about each other. And then look at this, you end with the Ace of Heart energy. This is like your reunion, coming back together, feeling very connected and in love. So, and next out, Six of Ego energy, watching from afar. So even though you guys are not together, one of you really still keeps tabs on the other, or both of you do that, okay? Like, I don't care if you're with other people, whatever happened, you both are still very, you know, interested in each other's lives, and it's because you have this connection and you're meant to come back together. But you, one or both of you, had some karma to balance and clear, and part of that karma balancing and clearing was teaching lessons that ultimately facilitate the reconciliation of these two energies, okay? So let's pull some cards to look specifically at, you know, the person that, you know, this is that you are reconciling with and reconnecting with. All right, so Three of Wands, they are definitely like still thinking about you and waiting, you know, waiting for you guys to get back together, like, you know, waiting for you. You could feel also like you're waiting for them. If you notice the Sun in Aries at the top, some of you, this could be in Aries. Next out is the Hierophant. So this right here could be a Taurus. This right here is somebody, yeah, that solo journey, like spirit waking them up from the inside about things. Like they're getting very real with themselves. Could also be somebody who is very religious or spiritual, okay? But I feel they're more awakening to this aspect of themselves. Next out is the Eight of Wands. Yeah, they want to communicate with you. They're definitely going to reach out to you for sure with that. And it's like, I want to come back. I'm sorry I walked away from you. Look at that. Two eights, Eight of Wands, Eight of Cups. And so the way that I'm perceiving this message, it's like when this side of the reading really wakes up and that, you know, the proper growth has taken place, they come back and they're like, you know, what we had was something really special. Can you forgive me for what I did in the past and put you through? And this side, I feel with love songs, like they're very much reminded of this person and vice versa. You guys are still connected at the soul. You still think of each other. You still feel each other quite a bit. It's just this side has some evolving to do. This side needs to heal from what has happened in the past in this connection. And again, I feel this relationship will reconcile within 6 months of you watching this video. Okay, so I'm going to pull a message now from your passed on loved ones to give you extra advice and insight about this relationship and you guys coming back together, okay? All right, so never forget you are loved. Love never dies. I think that right there is them confirming what I just said, that despite the distance, your love, your bond, your attention and focus towards each other is still very much there. It's not going to go away. again, healing has to take place and evolving and maturing. So beautiful confirmation from your passed on loved ones. Now let's let your spirit guides chime in and see what they have to say about this. Any additional insight and advice they would like to offer you. All right. Calm is not a weakness. So this right here is saying to you, you know, trust the process of this, go with the flow. And also, when this reconciliation takes place, there's not going to be, like, not everybody's happy for you guys, either on their side, your side, or maybe a combination of both, just because of whatever happened in the past. And, you know, you've just got to take the stance of what's meant to be is meant to be. And, you know, this is my life. This person's really changed. And they're the one I love. They're who my heart belongs to. And it's like you might need to defend your decision to reconcile with this person, okay? But also really just going with the flow of this. You guys will come back together when the time is right. I mean, it's been reiterated several times throughout your reading, and never forget you are loved. Love never dies, all right? So for those of you attracted to first quarter moon, this is the reading Luna is foretelling about you and your reigniting connection and why you guys are separated at this time, all right? So those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care. Hello, all my full moon singles. So for those of you that felt the pull of the full moon, option number 3, you guys are the closest to meeting your next romance than any of the others. With the full moon, it's like you are ready. The person that's coming into your life or reconnecting with you is ready, okay? It's full moon. It is manifestation time for you. But because this is a general reading, I'm going to say for those of you who are attracted to the full moon energy, you are most likely to meet this next romance within the next 3 months. So it could be a week from when you watch this video, or it could be out to 3 months from when you watch this video, okay? But those of you attracted to the full moon, it's like game on time. You are definitely about to align with, you know, a nice romance, because my intention for this is like a, you know, long-term romance, not just something that you're gonna go out a few times with or date for 3 months. This is meant to be, you know, the next significant romance for you. So let's pull some cards from my Luna deck here and get a gauge of your energy and the other person coming into this, the next love and romance in your life that is just about upon you. All right, we have last quarter moon energy, soul searching. Okay, so one of you has been single for quite a while, okay? Also, last quarter moon is an option for this Luna Foretells, so I'm just going to tell you what the last quarter moon is about, all right? It is about healing, twin flames, dark night of the soul, spiritual awakening, and being very single for a very long time. So, for some of you, I feel like you're coming out of that long singlehood, dark night stuff, and also some of you, this has to do with twin flame, okay? On the other side, we have last quarter moon energy, purification. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, look at that. So also with last quarter moon, this tends to be like a reconciliation energy for me as well. It does not have to be, this is general. With this, if this is not a reconciliation, oh my gosh, this is somebody who is like so perfectly in alignment with you energetically, like you guys could be twins. Maybe some of you are Geminis and you're meeting another Gemini, okay? But you both are showing as last quarter moon energies. So I'm feeling twin flame. I'm feeling like you both are old wise souls. You both have had very similar trials and tribulations and romantic relationship experiences in this lifetime. if you guys have been together before, this is like you guys had to separate, okay? With this last quarter moon, it's like there was a lot, like things just really got crazy out of hand and you guys had to separate. Some soul searching on this side, some karmic purge, and really expanding consciousness on this side, all right? So I love that. Like you guys, oh my goodness, full moon, best energy anyways. However, this here, I love to see that. That's like mirroring each other, all right? So let's pull a tarot dice for each of you. Ooh, okay, yeah. Look at this, coming out under the soul searching, death. This is where somebody really had to go through dark night of the soul and completely shed the version of themselves of who they used to be and transform into something completely brand new. This person may have gone through the spiritual awakening, dark night of the soul process, okay? Also could be a Scorpio. With that, next out we have the Four of Cups coming out under this purification. And so what I feel about this person is it's like they weren't very grateful, and what happened to them, you know, I do feel there's an element of the soul searching, dark night, and all of that, but this is more of like awakening them to the divinity of, you know, the connection to this person, or to the divinity and sacredness of love and union and connection. This is just two people who have been through life, very mature at this point emotionally and mentally, and it's like everything they've experienced in relationships prior needs to fall away, the purification, so when they come together, it's like a brand new experience for both of them, okay? Whether you are, you know, reconnecting with somebody, or this is somebody who is your twin flame, man, like you guys have walked like this same life path, okay? So let's pull some more cards to gain more insight about the two of you. Right, we have the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and Justice. Okay, so as far as people, we could have a Libra here, we could have a Sagittarius, we could have a Leo, we could have a Capricorn, okay? Just because these are general for all, that's why I'm giving, you know, all the signs coming out on the cards, etc. Okay, so with this right here, this side, I feel is like kind of come to an acceptance that either A, me and this person are never going to reconcile, or B, like I'm going to be single and alone forever, okay? And just very closed up, and they go back and forth though, even though they decide these things, there's this internal conflict of, you know, either this is where I belong, or I know I'm supposed to be with somebody, okay? So, this person is like, I feel they're more hurt, and this person is the one that inflicted, you know, heartache and harm and damage upon them, because over here, it's like, let me make up for what I did. I'm reaching out to you. I want to talk to you. I want to come back to you. Or this is, if you have not met this person yet in this life, this is somebody who was a real, like, I just don't feel like they were a good partner, okay? And, you know, with this last quarter moon energy, they've had a lot of soul evolution, a lot of time to think about things, experienced a lot of karma, and it really changed who they are. And now it's matured them and grown them, and they're ready for a relationship. They're ready for what that truly means, okay? So let's pull some cards to see how you guys meet, or how you guys come back together, or maybe, you know, we're going to get a really strong take on one side, one of the stories, because I kind of feel like there's, because of that last quarter moon, it definitely could be reconciliations for some of you, but it's general, so this could be somebody brand new, you know. You just got to go with the message that resonates and fits for you. Okay. So we have positive shift. We have apology. And we have a broken heart. Okay. Could be a new person just because general, but I'm feeling really strongly this is most likely a reconciliation. Okay. Positive shift, apology, and broken heart. You both have had a broken heart without each other. I just feel like it took this side a little bit longer to figure that out. Okay. Or again, if this is somebody brand new, you guys have like literally had the same in life experiences and coming together. You do feel at home, like you are my twin flame, you are where I belong, and you guys further heal and mend together. Now those of you where this is reconciliation, I feel this person has really changed and woken up to who they were, the sacredness of this connection, an apology. I want to get back with you. I want to make it right with you. Okay, so that's really good to see. So let's see how this storyline plays out. Right, so we have atonement, Eight of Twin Flames, independent feminine, ooh, a 10 of Twin Flames, and lastly we have Four of Heart energy. So we have this Four of Cups twice because that's what this would be in a standard tarot deck. So based on these cards, I mean, this is soulmate twin flame, okay? And the 10 of Twin Flames, that is like the big tests and tribulations and challenges between twin flames. And once they get through that, then it's like this crazy, imbalanced, unaligned energy is a thing of the past, okay? And I feel like the feminine in this connection has been probably single, not really connecting with anybody else through the separation. She has really learned how to stand on her own 2 feet and heal herself. And, you know, I just feel like, you know, if I can't be with this person, then I'd rather be alone, okay? Or if you haven't met this person, man, when they come in, you're going to be like, okay, yeah, you're exactly where I belong, even if you've sworn off love for the rest of your life. Here with the atonement, it's talking about that positive shift and that change on this side, and then it brings you guys into alignment. Eight of Twin Flames is where your dreams and goals are in alignment with each other, okay? And it comes after a big period of challenge, a lot of challenge, but it made the feminine incredibly strong, and it's making this masculine recognize what is sacred within a union itself. Like, I don't know, I don't feel like this person lacks intelligence on any level. I just really feel like they weren't, I don't know, like there was a part of them that was just really closed down, not awakened whatsoever to the sacredness of love and union. And now through this separation, like it's their own heart has been broken, okay? Those of you guys where you're meeting somebody new, even though this feels so much like a reconciliation, again, you both, it's like you've walked the same life path, and everything you've been through, all this challenge and stuff, is like to get that out of the way so that when you guys come together, it's like your focus becomes more on a spiritual path together rather than, you know, being some sort of like power couple and look at us and we've got this and we've got that. It's much more spiritually based, okay? More low key, where you guys just truly want love and connection. It's not about games. It's not about flash. It's about the connection. All right. So let's pull some cards to look at, you know, the energy and personality around, you know, this person returning to you or you aligning with for the first time. All right, so we have Queen of Swords coming out. Could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Could be somebody, you know, that you have a very long history with, somebody you worked with, okay? I'm feeling more of like the history, not just this lifetime, but like your past lifetimes. Like you guys are very bonded at the soul. Yeah, Palace of Cups, bonded at the soul. You guys can like have feelings for others, but you will never love another the way you love yourselves. Oh my gosh. And now we have Palace of Wands. I just have to give a little special message for those of you where you are a water sign and your person is a fire sign, or your fire sign and their water. Okay, water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. This right here is like the two different energies of the two different people. And look at, it's like showing up exactly the same as your moons. All right, they're both the palaces, the palace of spirit, of energy, of passion, of action, of creativity, and the palace of deep emotion, empathy, psychic abilities, sensitivity, fertility, healing, growth. You know, those are your primary energies that you both operate from, okay? You don't have to be fire and water, but I feel for those of you who are, this is a very, very powerful message right here. Is like you both are evolving in order to come back together, and this, like, all that you've been through is just part of your twin flame, you know, lessons that you signed up for this lifetime, and we're completing that. There's a long history between the two people coming into this reading, okay? And so if this is somebody you're just meeting, it's good. You're gonna feel like you've known them your whole life, okay? Initially, I feel like this person, you know, coming in, they are very guarded with their emotions, but it's like with you, there's a different feeling with you, and you're the only place that they've ever felt like they could truly be vulnerable in who they really are. And they're coming into that realization, and I think in the past they didn't have any real awareness of it until this relationship was completely severed and disconnected, and they were suffering the hurt, the loss, the broken heart, the heartache from losing you, okay? So let's pull some cards here to see what your passed down loved ones would like to say and offer, you know, about this relationship, this reconnection. And I really feel this is like twin flame energy, just based on, you know, everything that's come out. Is like twin flames reconciling, especially since last quarter moon, which is one of the options, is all about that. And it shows up here in full moon. All right, your passed down loved ones. Trust, love, and appreciate yourself. Show respect for you. Okay, so this is like letting you know, you know, when this person is trying to come back in and apologize and make things right, you know, don't let your guard down right away. Like, you've got to demand the respect and love that you deserve. Make them work for it a little bit. They're not going anywhere. Trust me, when they come back to you, it's like, you are my one and only. And that's all I want. Those of you where you meet this person, they're a new person, I feel, even though you feel the connection, you're kind of more reserved and held back because you're afraid to be hurt and burned again. And I just feel like, you know, you're in this meadow full of red flowers and you're a white flower, and here's your match. They are a white flower as well. So since this is, you know, messages from your passed down loved ones, pay attention to the imagery on that card and the words on that card, because you may find that repeating in your reality, and that's your, you know, passed down loved ones letting you know, we're here, we're guiding you, you're on the right path, okay? So let's pull some advice specifically from your spirit guides and see what they would like to add to this relationship. All right, inspire others. So I just feel this relationship coming together, this reconciliation, there's something about it that will be very encouraging to other people, okay? Maybe just what you guys have been through. When you guys come together, if this is like a brand new person, I don't know, it may be something about like you guys have had actual like same experiences, like many of those coincidences, like your parents taking pictures of you and it's like at the same exact location in the world and you guys are wearing like the same shirt, you know, but obviously you're there at different times. Like there's a lot of interesting coincidences about you and this person, whether you're reconciling or meeting for the first time. And I just think like sharing your story will be very inspiring and encouraging and healing to others who are on a twin flame journey this lifetime. Okay, so those are the messages from Luna about your next romance. It's, you know, you guys are reconciling within the, you know, 3 months of watching this video, or you're meeting this person within 3 months of watching this video coming through with the full moon choice. And you know, with the last quarter moon, that's typically like 6 months or longer, and maybe that's why Spirit's pulling that into this, because this is before that. This is like within 3 months you're reconciling or you are meeting this person, okay? And either they are very sorry and they're going to do whatever it takes to make it right, or you and this person are like twins and you're like, oh my God, I cannot believe how similar our life stories are and all of these things, all right? So those are the messages from Luna regarding your next romance. I hope this has helped, and I am wishing you all the best. Take care. Hello, last quarter moon singles. So the last quarter moon was actually my moon for reconciliations, twin flames. But I will say this, those of you who were attracted to this last quarter moon, I highly recommend you check out the full moon's read as well, just because of what came through in that reading. I will not give any spoilers. It was actually pretty cool. I wish that was my last quarter moon reading, but it wasn't. So, you know, those of you attracted to this, you might also want to check that out. Okay, so those of you attracted to this last quarter moon energy, you have either been single for quite some time. Okay, this is about long-term singlehood, dark night of the soul, you know, spiritual awakening, twin flame separation. It's like this is the most intense phase of the moon for, you know, this particular reading. And so those of you attracted to this, your reconciliation or being emotionally healed enough to meet somebody new is most likely not going to happen until 6 months from now or longer, okay? And I know nobody wants to hear that, but you know, that's the energy of this moon. It's like there's a lot of internal work that must be done in one or both people that are meant to come into union, that were attracted to this last quarter moon energy. And because it is about long-term separation, okay? And maybe for some of you that really, you know, we're going back and forth between full moon and last quarter moon. Full moon is you are going to meet or reconcile within, you know, 3 months of watching the video. So like within a week up to 3 months. So some of you that could be the case, but for others of you, I do feel this is like more of a long-term singlehood or long-term separation, because it's like this moon, there's much more to the relationship, to the connection, to the spiritual growth, to the emotional healing, mental maturity that must happen, that has got to take place in order for the two people in this reading to come together and have a successful partnership, okay? So I'm going to pull 2 Luna cards to get a gauge of your energy and the energy of the other person involved. Okay, and 2 actually jumped out. How perfect is that? All right, so we have blessed moon energy and new moon magic. And I will say the new moon reading and energy, was talking about how there will be, you know, several people and connections over the course of a year. However, there's going to be one specific person that you're not committed to, that, you know, you're involved with, and, you know, over the course of the year, you know, things are going to come together and you'll end up committed because there will be some sort of experience that takes place that really bonds, you know, the two people. So with blessed moon energy, new moon magic coming in, you know, I kind of feel like it's over the course of a year. This person may be, you know, kind of in and out of your life, but, you know, from the time you watch this video, up to, you know, 6 months, beyond that 6 months, is in that time frame is when I feel that you guys reconcile and get committed, or you're actually meeting this person that's meant for you and being committed. But over the course of a year, it might be that you guys are like kind of back and forth at times, okay? And next out is Aries moon energy, new beginnings. Okay, so this person could be an Aries, or you could be an Aries, or, you know, this reconciliation or finally getting committed takes place during Aries season, which would be the later part of March and the first 3 weeks of April, okay? So with these two energies, I feel like one person is more ready for this relationship than the other person is, okay? With new beginning, that to me is like there is a reconciliation with new moon magic and new beginning. Yeah, that's like you guys will come back together and it's going to be a whole different experience than what you had before, like after this long-term separation. If this is somebody new coming in, I just feel very similar to the new moon reading. I mean, you got new moon magic and new beginnings, that it's like this person is like in your life, kind of in and out over the course of a year. And at some point there's just like something that happens, or something, a moment that you guys share where that's just like, okay, that's the deciding factor, and then you guys are just together, okay? So let's pull some tarot dice to look at you and this other person a little stronger. Okay, nice. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have Strength. Also could be a Leo, so very strong fire energy coming through in this reading. Yeah, it's, listen, here, the Ace of Pentacles, commitment, new beginning, some magic involved, the strength of the connection and bond, very strong here, okay? But I just feel like, again, the energies aren't quite aligned yet. One person is showing as a full moon, the other person is showing as a new moon. Oh my gosh. You know what? With the new moon, one person isn't ready, and, you know, with the full moon, the other person is. That's just basically what the disconnect is, either with reconciling, or this person actually committing, or you actually meeting them, okay? It's like one of you is ready with that, you know, with that full moon, and one of you isn't quite ready with that new moon. So that's good information to know and understand. It's just the energies aren't quite aligned yet, okay? So let's get some more insight about you and the other person. All right, so we have the Knight of Swords and the Palace of Cups. We have the Ten of Coins. And, oh wow, the Palace of Wands. Wow. Okay, I just have to tell you, in last quarter moon, and I'm really feeling that with, I'm sorry, you guys are last quarter moon. Full moon, how last quarter moon energy was coming in really strong in that option. This card and this card both came out in that lineup, okay? but down here on the bottom and not up here. And I shuffle in between. Okay, I shut the camera off, I shuffle, I cleanse, and then I go on to the next one. And so, yeah, wow. I just feel for you guys that were attracted to this last quarter moon. New moon and full moon plays a part into your reading, into this relationship, and then this last quarter moon is like giving all the full details. So I recommend watching new moon. And what's interesting is new moon was about a new romance. There was nothing about reconciling. So wow, those of you who haven't met this person, I think new moon gives you a lot more insight. And those of you where we're going to reconcile, the full moon reading, it gives you more insight, because there are two stories coming through in this last quarter moon. A new connection for sure, and then a reconnection, all right? And so, you know, you have to decide, you know, which is resonating the most for you. But yeah, check out both of those, because I'm telling you, those of you attracted to this last quarter moon, it's either this new romance that you are getting ready for, which is like twin flame energy, or you're going to reconcile, all right? So new moon for new romance, full moon for reconciliation. And, you know, 10 of coins, long history, either in this life with each other so far, or you guys have a lot of... like in past life, like you guys, you had a very long life together, okay? One of you coming through as the Palace of Cups. Oh my God. You want to know what's even crazier? In that full moon, this right here was actually, I believe, the Queen of Swords. Like when she came out up on this, she came out and you got the Knight of Swords in that same position. And I believe that card came out too. Oh my gosh, crazy. Anyways, with the Palace of Cups and the Palace of Wands, these are two fully grown and mature energies, very interdependent of each other, very strong on their own, really strong fire energy going on in this reading, an Aries, a Leo, and then potentially a Sagittarius here. Now, with this coming out, the Palace of Cups, this could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So strong fire, water energies coming through in this reading. But to me, this is talking about like the perfect match, like the yin and the yang, the divine feminine, the divine masculine. And it's just like, you know, there's things that have to be completed before you guys are like fully together. And you have the 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So I'm telling you, definitely within a year, I feel you reconcile or you meet this person, and it comes after 6 months from the time you view this video. Okay, is like when the window opens is 6 months after you view this. And again, for some of you, it's like this person could already be in your life, but I don't feel like any real reconciliation or commitment is offered until 6 months after you view this video. But it's like together within a year of viewing this video, okay? So let's pull some more cards here to see like how you guys come back together or how you meet, because there are definitely two storylines coming through in this reading here. Those of you with this brand new person and those of you with this reconciliation. Crazy. All right, so we have you deserve better. It's complicated. And magic moment. Oh my gosh, yes. See, there it is. That magic moment where, you know, initially it's like somebody's flaky, not ready, kind of in and out, back and forth. And then when you guys come back together, start talking, it's like at some point, you know, you guys just have this moment. And it's in that moment, that experience where you decide, okay, yeah, let's be together, and you're both in equally, and you're both invested equally in the connection, in the relationship, okay? Those of you where this is a new person that you meet, it's kind of the same thing where you guys aren't immediately committed, and you might be feeling like you deserve better than what they're offering. but there's, you know, a reason why you keep hanging around, and you guys are just going to have this moment where it changes everything, okay? And those of you reconciling, you know, same story. So I like that. This is beautiful. It's, you know, hard to deal with. I feel like for a year, not quite knowing, you know, and, you know, in moments feeling like you deserve better, or outright total separation and no communication just because it's, you know, very complicated. But also with Magic Moment, you know, you've really got to trust the universe that when both people are equally aligned with each other, and I do see that that's going to happen, okay, that's when the magic moment will take place, when both energies are aligned and ready for the commitment that this relationship will require. All right, so let's pull some cards to see how this, you know, story unfolds. All right, so we have Three of Karmic Energy. So this could explain a lot. This is where somebody is got deep feelings for two different people, so there's kind of some confusion within them about who they are supposed to be with, and that could have a lot to do with the timing. And I just want to point out, it's just a little past 6 on the clock. 6 months. 6 months from now, I feel like, is when the energy really starts shifting, and then within a year from now, it's like the magic moment happens, and, you know, who was confused knows where they belong, and it's no longer an issue. All right, yeah, masculine of heart energy. This is more water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But this is, you know, where it's like the person who is confused really decides who they love, who they want to be with, whether this is reconciling or this is somebody new that you're meeting. And look at this, Six of Heart energy. This is a temporary reconnection. And so to me, that's how it's like, and look at, it's the 6. Okay, so it's like we're not talking for 6 months, or you don't meet this person for 6 months, or it's like over the course of this next 6 months, it's no commitment, it's confusion, it's like kind of back and forth, you know. And then now we have this sensitive masculine coming through. That would be in a standard tarot deck, the Emperor, so more Aries energy. And lastly, the feminine of heart energy. Nice. So yeah, we get it right. Listen, one person is confused and not fully ready for this connection, whether reconciling or, you know, brand new person coming in. But within 6 months to a year, that changes, and we have masculine of heart energy and feminine of heart energy. And this is where, you know, it's no longer a confusion. And if you see this, you know, here's a feminine with two different masculines, and in this, it's the feminine that's stuck between two different masculines. So if you are a feminine watching this, it could definitely be like you are confused between two masculines, or you're a masculine who has a feminine who is confused between you and another. It doesn't have to be that, but I'm just saying, man, look at that. One feminine, two masculines, and that's what's depicted in this Three of Karmic, where, you know, somebody has really strong feelings for two and doesn't quite know who they belong with. But within 6 months to a year, that changes, and, you know, that energy fades away. And now where we have a new moon and a full moon, now we have two hearts equally aligned and in balance with each other. Okay, so this is very positive. You know, the way that this plays out. All right, so let's pull some energy to look at, you know, the personality and energy of the person you're reconciling with or meeting, you know, just to gain some more insight, help you know if this reading is for you for sure. All right, Eight of Cups. Yeah, this is somebody you walked away from, or they walked away from you. the Chariot, more water energy, because look at this. This is Pisces, this is Cancer. Now we have Judgment. Ooh, there's the karmic balance, the divine intervention, the two hearts finally aligning. And lastly, we have the Page of Swords. So here's the communication. A conversation is definitely going to take place between the two of you, okay? And it's just, I'm telling you, one person just isn't quite ready or is confused between two people. And that is going to change over the course of this, you know, year that you watch this video. And there is going to be victory. There is going to be a return. And for those of you this is a new person you're going to meet, it's almost like they've got to walk away from some other relationship or something. And that's what the delay is, why you guys have like this year of kind of like, or 6 months of kind of like back and forth before you finally have that moment. So it's either they're, you know, they walked away from you and they're returning to you, or it's like they've got to walk away from something else. So let's pull a card here to gain more insight from your passed on loved ones, you know, so they can offer you further advice and guidance and clarity about this relationship right here. All right, we have fun, and you too must enjoy yourself. So look at the imagery on this card: beach, you know, red boat, waves, ocean, because this will be synchronistic. Your past on loved ones will try to communicate with you through, you know, symbolism and imagery that you have previously associated to them, okay? And so this right here, this whole image, what's written here, you know, can come back to you in many different ways, and it's attached to your, you know, person that you're going to reconcile with or you're meeting for the first time. And they're saying, don't worry so much, enjoy the process. Who you're meant to be with, you're going to end up there. Just let life happen and enjoy every minute of it. And you need to trust that you will always be, you know, led to the people you're supposed to align with, or led back to the people who are meant to be part of your journey for your life, okay? So let's pull some advice from your spirit guides now and see what, oh, okay, that's what they would like to add. That card just jumped. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Like attracts like. So they're telling you, once your guys' energies are in alignment, intention, and desires after this magic moment, that's when it's game on, okay? And again, I do feel the twin flame in here just because we have the Palace of Cups with the Palace of Wands. And, you know, it just looks like there's somebody who was confused between two or not ready just yet. And that's all going to change, you know, over the course of the next 6 months and within the year. I feel like you're reconciling or meeting this person, or, you know, really getting committed to them. So for those of you attracted to the last quarter moon energy, Luna foretold a lot and attached this to the new moon as well as the full moon reading, okay? Again, if this is a reconcile for you, I highly recommend checking out the full moon. And if this is a new person you're meeting, I highly recommend checking out that new moon selection, all right? So those are your messages. I am wishing you all the best. Take care.